What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Today I saw the new film Parasite, which is getting lots of acclaim. Like, there's literally people like critics and all that's really predicting that this movie could get a Best Picture nomination, and the director could get a Best Directing nomination and all. Which I guess I could see it. I mean, foreign films could get Best Picture nominations. I mean, there have been foreign films that have scored nominations for Best Picture, whether you're talking about Amir or Roma, which I didn't like Roma, but and I believe Inferno Affairs got nominated, if I'm not mistaken, or Life is Beautiful got nominated, so it could happen. But I don't know if it'll actually win Best Picture if it gets nominated. But if it gets nominated for Best Foreign Film, I tell you right now, it's gonna win. So today I saw Parasite, which I don't really watch foreign movies in theaters. I mean, if I watch foreign films, it'll probably just be on TV or online or whatever. And I mean, for one, some of them don't really play near me, and there's literally foreign movies that don't really look appealing to me, so I just skip out on them. I mean, it's messed up how there's usually like foreign films that I do want to see, they don't end up playing near me, but when there's like a foreign film I'm not interested in, they end up playing near me, which is a little weird, but anyway. Now, Parasite is directed by this director named, okay, hopefully I don't butcher his name. Alright, it is of course director Jang Bong Ho. Hope I'm not mispronouncing his name wrong. But it's June it's Bong Joon Ho. Sorry about that. Anyway, he directed that on Netflix movie Okja. He also did Snowpiercer. He's a decent director. And now this movie features loads of people that I never really heard of, to be honest yet. But hey, it's always nice to see like new talent and stuff like that. So yeah, it's all cool there. Now it starts out to be a very nice, like a nice little what's the word I'm looking for? Nice peaceful first half. Like it was a very light first half. It had some comedic timing in it and all, but then we get to the next few halves. Holy cow! This movie takes a interesting turn. I mean, this movie is pretty violent. Not like gory, nothing like that. I mean, violent. Like I don't want to spoil how it gets violent, but it gets crazy towards towards the end and the second half and all. Now, granted, the movie is a bit slow, I admit, but I wouldn't expect like a fast pace for these type of movies. And it's like it actually feels like a satire at times, and it also felt like a family drama or a role into one and all. And it stars this actor named Choi Woo Sik, who plays this guy named Kim Kai Woo, who him and his family ends up living the edge of poverty. They end up phoning pizza boxes for a delivery company to like make some cash. They also steal Wi-Fi from the coffee shop nearby, and they also leave the windows open. So they're pretty much like a Chinese family version of the Gallaghers from Shameless. That's kind of how I picture that. Anyway, so Kim's life ends up changing when this friend ends up recommending him as a English tutor for like this girl he's been working with as a friend. She go out of the country for a while, and so like the friend is also in love with the girl and doesn't like want another tutor slaving over her, and so like Kim ends up trusting and he also is like given and he also ends up pretty much saying screw it. Still he also ends up having a little relationship with that woman too, and the relationship gets a little heavy at times. And so, like, he ends up, not to mention, he ends up changing his name to Kevin, and he also begins touring this other person named Park Da Hai, played by Jung Ziso, who he ends up immediately falling from and on. And so, like, things get really insane throughout. I'm not going to go into too much details because I don't want to spoil the film. but this has lots of twists and turns that I really didn't even see coming. I mean, there's like a party scene that happens in this that gets really intense. There's loads of other intense moments that happens in this movie. I mean, it's not really a horror film per se, but it has some like very horror elements and like very. It also gets, like I say, it gets violent and the lead actor, I thought he did a great job. I mean, I won't be surprised if he get an Oscar nomination because he was actually that good in this. And if you, like the one who plays like his kids was all pretty good. The one who plays like his wife was great. Like this movie gets pretty funny at times, and it also then gets like it's funny when it wants to be funny. It gets serious when it wants to get serious. It was a bit long too. I mean, I think they probably could have cut it down a couple scenes, but it had okay length though. But yeah, the script is also very intriguing. The direction that Jung Ho did with this is pretty interesting. It has a great score, pretty cool cinematography. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Parasite yet, it's playing now. I say give it a go. I mean, it's not like there's lots of critics that are calling it the best movie of the year, and they're calling it a masterpiece and all that. I'm not really going to call the movie a masterpiece. Like, it's not going to be in my top favorite movies of the year or anything. But it was still pretty decent, and yeah, I got a kick out of it. And if you guys haven't seen it, go give Parasite a go. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'm curious to see what Bong Joon Ho will do next. Like after his Parasite, it's gonna be interesting what his next film's gonna be. But anyway, let me leave it to you guys. Did you have a chance to check out Ho's new film Parasite? If so, what you thought of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And are you a fan of Bong Joon Ho as well? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is T-Movie signing off.